That's going to be my new thing when I do my videos now. I'm going to get charged up by moving around. And it's a good thing to do or move around right now because I'm standing out here. It's 46 degrees. I just got finished going for a run. And the reason why I was able to do this run is because I created an environment of success. What is an environment of success? Well, I look at it as three things. We'll say it's three things. Environment of success. An environment of success is what helps you do what you want to do. An environment of success helps you where you're maybe struggling or where you may feel you may be lacking. For example, lacking in talent, lacking in skill, lacking in resources. And that environment of success, for example, if you feel you're lacking, will help clear you up, give you clarity to help move you towards getting the resources that you need to help you fill that gap where you may feel like you lack. All right, so why create environment of success? I said those already. The other thing about that, let's think, for example, I'm out here running and I said that I created an environment of success. I did that by, first of all, when I got to where I'm right now in Austin, Texas, I got here in an hour where I am usually knocked out sleeping. I have usually been at that time sleeping for a good 3-4 hours. It was in prime time of my sleep time that I arrived here. But even though I arrived here late, one of the things that I did before going to bed was taking out my running clothes and putting them near the bathroom. I created an environment of success. I said to myself, that was a way of saying to myself at least, this is how I am going to ensure that I get up in the morning to go for a run. I created that environment of success. Not only taking the action of moving my clothing to be set up, but it would also put me in the frame of mind before I went to bed to try to get some sleep that I was going to get up and go for a run. Now, my body clock was still on the same body clock. So unfortunately, as far as that physical part of sleeping in the bed, I only got about 4 hours of sleep, where typically I get about 7. I did sleep a little bit on the plane, but it was not very comfortable. So I didn't get as much sleep. So the question is, well, I think you already know the answer since I got a little bit of sweat left, I think, is it gave me that environment of success. To wake up, when I woke up was about 4:45 Austin, Texas time, which was 5:45 my time. I got up, I did my morning routine of drinking water, watching a motivational and inspirational video. Then I brushed my teeth and put on my running clothes, got out and stretched and ran 4.65 miles a little bit after 5 o'clock in the morning after getting very little sleep. But I put myself in a frame of mind to create an environment of success. So that's an example, right? So you can do that at work. For example, at work, what I do is now I've created a routine. Obviously, when I get to work, if it's the weather it is now, I take off my coat, I start booting up my computer, I go to the restroom, and then I come back to my desk. And before I start working, I go into prayer. And I go into prayer for prayer of gratitude, a prayer of thanks, and a prayer for help and assistance. One of the things I have mentioned before about me is sometimes I struggle with help. So I'm creating an environment of success to help me to ask for help by praying for help. You see? So take something in your life where you may not be cultivating an environment for success. For example, take something that you say you can't do. Take something you say you can't do, and then think about it. Put it in a framework where you create an environment of success. I'll give you one more example for me in that regard is for what I can't do. One of the things is I talked about that feeling of lack of what you don't have. And sometimes I get caught up there. And what I realized when I got caught up there was also related to me not creating an environment of success as far as what I was putting into my body. Isn't that strange? It is though. Because here's what happened. One of the things, I love coffee. At least I love Dunkin' Donuts coffee in particular kind. And I had really gotten on to drinking cappuccinos. No sugar, no extra flavor, skim milk. And here's what I've come to realize. When I drank that, I had a more affinity and craving for things I shouldn't have. For example, my lovely cinnamon rolls. I love those things, cinnamon rolls. And then that craving led to other cravings like potato chips. These are things that I knew I should not eat. And I was feeling sluggish. I was feeling foggy. And I was feeling overwhelmed with the lack of. And what happened is because I wasn't creating an environment of success. By drinking that coffee, that was the element. And how did I figure that out? Is because I went on a detox and I took out coffee, and there's a whole lot of other things that right now I'm not eating. I'll put that in another post at another day. But when I changed my environment of what I was putting in my body, I had more clarity. I had more energy. Isn't that something? I got rid of coffee and had more energy. Yes, more energy. So I had more energy, I had more clarity. And now, even though I still lack those same things, my brain is better able to think about ways to help create an environment where I can ask for assistance to get and reach the gap of where I lack. Amazing. I love this stuff. So take the examples that I've given you. I've given you one where I said about what I did about getting ready for my run. I told you about what I do at work to start the day with the prayer. And I also told you about how I changed my diet to create an environment of success. Go out there, get it done. Have a great one.